Yo, yo, yo! We're live on
What's up,
Twitch
chat?
and
Fake memes?
on
It's cool from there. Sorry,
Facebook. What's up, guys? Yo, yo, we are live. Cool.
What?
Oh, man, I caught you guys with your pants down, I think. Yeah, Ricky is just sitting there. Just sitting there.
Nope, not just
I'm getting this link
Yeah.
out here.
Toby's trying
Where is
to
it?
be awesome over there, and I'm already awesome.
Nope,
I've got
not sure.
my mood lighting to play some Lara Croft and
Yeah?
the Tomb Raider. Oh, it's gonna be
Wow.
sick.
How far are you into the game?
Oh, this is the first mission.
Like the first mission? Like the first mission?
Like I went through like the intro scene, but this is like
Okay.
I'm following a drug dealer or some
Oh, I
shit.
just noticed you got the breast cancer awareness up there. That's really
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Keeping it strong.
Keeping it strong.
As soon as Toby's done, we'll go ahead and kick it off.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
sorry.
I
I'm
need to
fixing
adjust-
this for
adjust
Facebook.
Oh,
the camera.
Totally did not think about that.
Oh, snap.
Did we lose followers on Facebook?
I think so.
No,
Probably had like over 100.
not on our page.
So we
Just
have
our
72.
our group has like 330.
Oh, then why am I not posting to the group?
I don't
How do you
know.
do that?
I do not
Go
know.
to groups and then you post. Internet is so hard.
Yeah,
Rick is out.
Facebook. Facebook is not convenient. That's for sure.
Oh. Well, I've got my Spider-Man PS4 controller. And I'm wearing a red shirt to match it.
Oh, snap.
Are you playing the game on PS4 right now?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. And you have an Xbox One.
X.
You could be playing it in 4K, and you chose the inferior console.
I'm streaming it to my PC, so it's not going to play 4K regardless.
Facebook page just keeps crashing.
Damn it, dude. God, I'll
What's up,
just
bro?
go to the group.
This shit is whack.
So you actually got this for the PlayStation, Tommy?
Yeah.
Because
Because I forgot I could. Yeah, they only had the PlayStation one at Redbox,
Okay.
but
Gotcha.
yeah. So that was gonna.
I think I'm gonna have to do it from my computer.
I got it, dude.
Okay. Yeah. Just edit the post and in the description say to see gameplay, watch on Twitch, and put the link.
And we're doing this live.
And
Yep.
then share then share to group.
Why do I need to share the group? I just posted in the group. It's done. Like that's all it took. You're not.
Oh, I had this whole post with tags and everything on our page.
On the page you did, not the group. Gotcha.
Well, because you can
Gotcha.
only schedule and do all that stuff on the page.
Gotcha. Share to a group. Game snacks.
I don't know why we have a page and a group.
What we need
'Cause
is
you
a
have to
guy
have
that
the-
works behind the scenes.
Yeah. Say
As we're
I
live.
did that. Yeah. We
I'm
need
just gonna
to.
be crunching on these chips the whole time. By the
We
way.
need
Good
to-
idea.
We're gonna hire Chuckles as our administrator.
He refuses to do it because y'all keep bashing Sea of Thieves.
Oh no, I'm wearing him down. I think he's gonna drink the. I think he's gonna come drink the Game Snacks Kool-Aid.
All right, good luck.
Producer Chuckles.
Yeah. All right. So we got everything. How's it look? Is it live on Facebook? All that stuff.
I don't know, but people are
Yeah.
watching and they're.
Hallie
upset.
asked if we'll ever see another NCAA college football game released from EA Sports.
answer-
My answer is hopefully not.
I hope, hopefully not, Pally. It's a very terrible thing to say. That no one wants that.
Yeah, if EA wants to lose more money than they already have and piss more people off than loot boxes,
Ooh.
sports are dead.
Can we?
It's
can
all
we-
about video games.
Can we start? Or are we just
Yeah.
gonna sit here and do nothing for
Yeah.
10 more minutes, Tommy?
I guess we might as well record a podcast now, right?
Well, hey, I fucking asked you guys, and you didn't say anything. So,
Whoa, I'm glad you got those F-bombs out before
I'm
the
glad
podcast.
that you're a host and you're supposed to host.
yeah. Fuck you.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
Not anymore now.
Yep. Too bad. X gonna give it to you. All right.
That episode's over.
No, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, guys, go ahead in 3, 2, 1. Hey there, and welcome to Game Stacks, where we like to play games just like you. I'm your host, Tommy Swags, and with me is Rickus and Toby. What's going on, guys?
Doing
What's up,
good.
Swags?
Seems
I,
like-
What?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that's the first plausible intro that Tommy's had,
Ooh.
because
Am I
I would
slipping?
say, how do you know they like games? But I would assume if they're watching a games-related stream and
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, I thought differently. I thought it was kind of a give me, and so I thought it was lazy. So I think
It wasn't very
Yeah,
creative,
it wasn't very
but
creative.
But since we're
it
going to
wasn't
be
a lot.
playing for the first time ever a live game review, it's kind of special. Yeah, we haven't done this before, so we're trying something a little different. And we're going to play some Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I have not played, except for the intro, to get to a point to where it was like kind of fun to watch. I haven't played this game yet, but Rickus and Toby have, so they're going to be given a review of the game while I actively play it. So basically, they're going to make fun of me for dying a bunch, and we'll have some fun with it.
Put on.
I put it on the easiest difficulty.
Oh, then you're not gonna die.
So, but apparently I can still jump off cliffs. So there's that.
Yeah.
Who's that? Okay.
Yep.
Well, and the cool thing about Tomb Raider, which I can get into more depth later, is the fact that it's not just pick easy, normal, hard. You can actually select difficulty for different areas of the game.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about you.
So, Tommy being a GIMP right now, it would make sense for him to go easy on combat.
Now, combat's where I shine. I need it easy on the puzzles,
Puzzles are the best
Well,
part.
true, because Tommy's not very smart.
No.
But how are you going to have solid combat with your GIMP finger?
I just use this finger.
Oh,
It's true. All you need these right here.
your daddling finger?
I rested on this one, and then my dabbling finger there, my thumb.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've grossed out and offended people with your gross finger.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. You're being an asshole. It's okay
I'm
though,
gonna eat another chip.
because he's got chips and I've got quick bites. So let's go ahead, dive in to our quick bites of the week. So who wants to go first? I know I've got some really exciting ones, but Rickus has some developer-based ones, and Toby has some fun ones, and I have some average ones that are just right, like porridge.
I think there's one in particular we
Yeah.
all kind of want to talk about. So why don't you know what it is, Ricky? Just kind of lead into it there.
The one we all want. Oh, Microsoft is buying Obsidian.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, they're in talks. The article said they're 90% done. with the
Yeah,
deal.
it's just like they were saying that things can always fall through last minute, but as far as
True.
the company knows, it's a
So
done
kind
deal.
of what we were talking about a little last week. Microsoft was lacking original content, and the more studios they buy, the more original content they're going to have. So
True.
I think it's a very aggressive but a good move. They've already locked down some really strong hardware. The One X with the 4K, like all that stuff. They've got the foundation laid. Now they can go ahead and start focusing on content. So I think they know what they're doing. I'm
And-
not pushing them aside yet.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this because Obsidian's a strong developer. The thing about Xbox is, of their few exclusives they've had, there are companies like, Halo's a shooter. They've had racing games. It's more like casual gamer type franchises,
Right.
they don't really have any exclusive RPGs or more in-depth
No.
games. And Obsidian has some awesome RPGs. I
Yep.
mean, they're the developers that did KOTOR 2. They did Neverwinter, Dungeon Siege, South Park: Stick of Truth,
Mhm.
Pillars of Eternity is a newer one,
Yep.
and they even did New Vegas, which a lot of people thought was a better Fallout game
Yeah,
than
I
Fallout.
played that one. That was a lot of fun.
it was.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited to see what they would do if they're doing sequels that now Microsoft will own, or if they're going to bust out a whole new
And
RPG.
I
I
really
would
hope
love
because
something new.
during E3 they announced they bought 4 new studios. This will be number 5.
Right.
Number 5.
I
So-
think this is 7. I
7?
think there was.
You know
6.
what I would love is to
What?
see some. You know how they, like, they had like Bloodborne, all that stuff for PS4. If they came out with like a cyberpunk like style, but of like an action RPG like that,
Okay.
I think that
Kind
would
of
be
like
cool.
what was it called? The Siege.
I didn't play that. Or
Wasn't
talking
that
about
that
the movie?
game that was like? That was very Bloodborne, Dark
Yeah.
Souls-ish, but you're like this guy and you fought these robot creatures. And you
I
had
know what you're talking about. I think it was
An
called the
exosuit.
Surge. I thought.
the Surge.
So,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't know.
something like
Anyway,
Uh,
so what else you got for us, Rikus?
PlayStation finally announced that we're gonna be able to change our username.
I can be Swags on PSN.
You better get it fast, bro.
I'm pretty
There's
sure
a
it's
lot
already
of
taken.
people clamoring for that name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like the rap artist Swags, who
What I
is
don't know is
not that good.
why Microsoft or I hope maybe Sony will do it. Do what Blizzard does. Hide your hashtag.
Oh
So
yeah.
that way you can have any gamer tag you want, and you don't have to worry about if someone has it already. And it just
Because it sucks. Like I
Yeah.
could if I want to have like my name, why can't I just have my name? Like I
Yeah.
think that's a great
Yeah.
idea that Blizzard does. Because when you do it, all you see is whatever you type your username in to be.
right.
And you still have to
then if you
pay
wanna give
like $10 or $20 to change it if you want, but
Mhm.
all you're getting is a hashtag with something like Steam does that too.
And it's hidden, and all you have to do is say,
Yeah.
"Hey, you want to be friends? Well, I'm Rickus hashtag 1689, whatever."
Yeah,
So it's really
6969.
All those
69,
guys that
69.
want to be known as Big Billy Balls, they can be
Yeah,
Big Billy Balls.
we could all be Big Billy Balls, and wear bike trucker hats.
Cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna follow you guys in that, but you guys are more than
Well,
welcome to do that.
I'll go ahead and pop into mine. They've announced that they do have a lot in the works for Diablo coming up at this BlizzCon. So not only do they have just the featured film, but they've got a lot of dungeon work in place, and it's rumored to have a really, really big announcement, which could potentially be a Diablo 4 or maybe even like a rework with a
And-
new expansion. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're already
Yeah,
going to
I want
show.
4.
But
Um,
I kind of agree with you. It's been a while. I mean, they've got their footing
years.
on it,
Yeah.
and they just re-released like the full edition on the Switch. But to make the announcement now, Blizzard typically when they announce a game, it's a good 2 to 3 years before we see anything, before we get
Yeah.
an official.
I'm okay
release,
with
so-
that as long as they I'm ready for the next one. Just so you don't forget, we're actually gonna be in Atlanta during BlizzCon,
What?
watching it with you.
Whoop,
So
whoop.
maybe we could do a live episode.
We'll need to do a couple live episodes. I think we could stream quite a bit, like probably every night, to go
Actually,
over all the BlizzCon stuff.
Let's take that back. We don't want to get pulled off the air like last time. Let's just.
I'm not saying
recap.
stream BlizzCon. I'm saying after BlizzCon is over, we can stream and
Okay.
discuss
Fair
it.
enough. Fair
You
enough.
know, not gonna have
Maybe
another
we do,
TLC incident.
A stream of a Smash Bros tournament.
Yeah.
Tournament.
Ah,
Tournament,
yeah.
a tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tournament.
Good
yeah.
job,
That
words.
happens
Yeah.
later in the year. That's in December. So,
Well,
but
I mean, we can play old Smash Bros. But
true.
anyways, yeah.
So I got one more before you
expansion
jump
would
in.
be cool, but they just put out an expansion. They put out the new hero. I don't see what they could add. To
That was a
3.
while ago.
No.
That they
Yeah,
the
but
Necromancer
still, I don't,
was
I don't
over a
see
year
what they
ago.
could add to 3 that would make it.
I hope it's not an ad.
Tantalizing.
I agree. I want to see a Diablo 4. We've already got a couple of expansions for D3. I want a new world. I want a darker Diablo. I want
Yeah.
gritty. I want gore. I want it to
I like
be.
selling stuff. They won't let me bring back
Yeah.
the auction house, bro.
I
The
want-
auction house kind of pulled away from it. I don't know. It
Oh, shut
reduced the
up.
grind, but it
You're
was
one of
cool
the
that people can make money off of it.
I kind of wish though that all developers had sort of the Bethesda mentality, where for the most part they did tantalize us with Star whatever it is, Starlink or
Yeah.
Starfield.
Starfield. But for the most part, when Bethesda announces a game, it's either coming that year or a year later. They'll announce something just like Rage. It got leaked. It's coming out in February. Like Fallout 4, they announced 7.6 this year. It's coming out this year. Like
Right.
I like that. It's just like, to me, I get so anxious, and this is gonna sound so dark and so stupid too, because
It's
I
because
think
you're
about this
stupid.
I think about this in other aspects of my life, but I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys think it. You see this game and you're like, this game looks so epic. It comes out in 4 years. What if I get in a car accident and die before that game comes out, and I never get to play it?
I never think that.
I
'Cause I will live
need
forever.
to play Metroid Prime 4. They need to release it ASAP.
Well, when I'm dying, I'm like, man, I didn't accomplish anything in my
Yeah.
life.
Like, yeah,
Especially not
shit.
beating Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, my greatest life achievement.
I know.
But yeah, I don't know. I have big hopes for it. Blizzard doesn't usually let us down. Next one I had was Nintendo released some new games on their online platform with a special edition Legend of Zelda for NES, the original. So I went in, I was like, oh cool, I want to see what the special edition is for these online folks. Well, they basically just give you a bunch of money, give you a few extra hearts. You start off with the Master Sword, you start off with the shield, you start off with the candle, pretty much everything you can buy, and then you start off with like an extra 5 hearts. So it's basically like saves you a couple hours of the game for like grinding for rupees.
What version of Zelda is this?
It's the first one.
The first one.
The original one. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
You can
So-
basically wreck right from the beginning.
correct. So you can one-shot kill most things right off the bat. So I guess, I mean, if you're trying to do like a speed run, because most people have already played the game, it's really not bad. It's just a fun little additive that they put on to just give you a boost. I thought they were going to have like some type of special edition or something like that, but it was just you're starting with some bonus gear. Which is nice though, because it's a pain when you start with nothing. Then you have to go buy the shield. Then you have to go buy
Yeah,
the
and
potions,
especially
you
if
have
it's
to
a
do all that
game
stuff.
that old, that either, to me, it's like you've either played it before and you're replaying it for nostalgia purposes, or you grew up in that era and may have missed it and you're trying it. But I don't think a younger generation is really clamoring for NES
No.
games.
No.
And there's so many new games coming out that I don't have time to go back to NES games.
Right.
So,
And
I mean, I guess that
they're
is kind of
clunky.
cool. That,
I want to see more SNES stuff come out for that. That's what I really want
Yeah.
to see. All right, Toby, go ahead and wrap us up with quick bites.
All right, I just had a few real quick ones. One, I heard that after the Telltale layoffs, there has been news that a lot of them are getting rehired by new studios.
That's
One in
good.
particular that is going to go ahead and finish The Walking Dead, the final season.
Oh,
So
nice.
people that were upset about that game not having conclusion can rest easy, and hopefully the majority of the staff working on the game will be hired Telltale employees, because it really sucked for them to be laid off, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Fallout 76 is having a stress test this weekend, so if you have
But
an
I didn't get
Xbox-
invited to.
Yeah, I did, because
Oh.
you're a loser.
I got it
and
on
I'm cool.
PC.
No, it has to be, you have to have an Xbox copy, and if they have instructions, then you have to be invited. So check your email. They'll explain how to redeem it to play the stress test if you bought digital or physical copy. But that's going to happen this Saturday, the 13th, from 5 to 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Whew.
Yeah. With 76, I told you guys this through text. It's just something about the game is making me feel iffy about buying it. I don't know. I'm just
I don't
gonna
know.
wait.
I
just gonna wait.
actually listened to some stuff today
Yeah.
about some guys that played it, and it's making me feel a little bit better about it. To me, it almost sounds like.
What's making you feel iffy about it?
Well, at first, it was just the online aspect and not being able to
Something out of their spectrum.
consoles. But it's the guy who played it and was talking about it that I listened to today. It was saying that it's very kind of almost Sea of Thievesy but like
Ooh.
better because there's
That's not hard to accomplish.
well because there's more to do. It's not as casual as Sea of Thieves, but the thing is there's your parties can be 4 people, and like a server has like a max of like 25 people or so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So and the map's huge. So one thing that I heard that's kind of cool is you start out all in the same bunker, and everybody leaves that same bunker together. So you're like next to everybody in the game, and you can like choose to team up or whatever, and you run out into the world, but you have nothing. So you kind of have to go out into the world, collect, hunt,
Can
and
you
build.
like punch each other to death? Like get down and just start
Sure.
like punching them in the balls until they die?
Except for they have that PvP thing where you have to accept the duel. But
I wonder how many punches
basically,
it
they were
takes on
saying
the balls to
the
kill
thing
someone.
that's weird and different is there's no NPCs in it, so you don't get missions from like people. There's no computer humans in the game. It's either the humans you online, like other gamers, or it's all monsters and robots and stuff. So you get your missions by like listening to recordings or robots giving you missions or finding tasks to do.
Okay.
So that's why I thought it compares to Sea of Thieves, where it's like, because every human in Sea of Thieves is a real player, and then there's skeletons and like
Gotcha.
monsters and
And
stuff.
the server size too. That's like Sea of Thieves, where there's only so many people on the same server.
Right. Because of the PvP and like the nuke thing, which the nuke thing is cool. Like it nukes, it changes the whole environment. Nuke is basically what opens up in game and super strong monsters that you get better gear and stuff. You can pretty much only
Can't wait.
survive a nuked area if you have the armor with like.
What happens if you get nuked? Do you know if you lose your stuff or what happens?
They said
So-
well, in PvP, they said if you lose in a PvP battle, you basically just lose all of your like junk, like building materials. Like you won't lose your weapons or upgrades or anything like that, but the materials you use for building and crafting, that falls, and that whoever defeated you can collect that
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
and steal that. So I mean, it seems cool. They were saying like you can totally play by yourself, but they said it's definitely is a very lonely sort of vibe because there's no
all the other
human
Fallout
characters.
games have been that way too, though. I mean, they're single player, but you still like it's not
But
like
there were still like
dripping
characters you
in
got
NPC.
to know through the missions and
Yeah,
dialogue.
a
and
few.
stuff.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but you still get to play it kind of.
But they're marketing it as a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
If you say
Right.
it's lonely, then I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So,
then you bring
they're
your
saying-
buddies in, you wreck shit.
Oh, they did mention a thing that what did sound kind of cool. So say you want to test out PvP, but you don't want to just go fight a random person. They said there's this mode. It's like a game type that you can find. Like you have your radio, you tune into a certain radio channel, and it's called Hunter versus Hunted. And then it will get a group of 4, and if you choose to accept it, it queues you into
Okay.
a group of 4, and then it picks a random person to be the hunter that has to go and kill the hunted, and it just
Okay.
round robins, so
Okay.
it switches.
It's like
So-
Evolve.
Like Evolved.
Yeah, kind of like
That
mid-game.
game
So
sucked so
Anyways,
much ass.
the stress test is just like 4 hours this weekend just to test the servers, and the beta comes out later this month.
And then it releases November 14th. What?
The only other thing that I was going to mention is I did get Mario Party. I traded in some stuff, picked it up, and it's pretty cool. I've just played it a little bit.
Playing a party game by yourself.
I tried it by myself. I played
Mhm.
with Tori. It was a lot of fun. I have to say, it's definitely old school Mario Party in the fact that it's super cutthroat. That's what I love about it. They brought back the stuff where, like, you can totally screw each other if you want to. Like
Like
By-
this.
No, Tommy. Try to keep this highbrow, okay?
You know, I
Um,
only know lowbrow humor.
That's true.
See
So,
how
you can
low
do
my
stuff
eyebrows
like
are
you
on my
can,
forehead?
that turtle that's in the cloud or whatever. If you land on his spot, you can like pay him to steal stars from other characters, and you can either pick random or specifically pick who you want to steal stars from. Same with like
Okay.
coins. There's like if you hit the same spot, you like kick the other player and steal coins from them, and then like with the so there's a lot of like competitive things you can do to really just annoy. Like if you want to have fights with your friends and family members, it's a good game for that.
Sounds like a good old time.
Yeah.
So it was fun, and then I tried out online. The only thing that kind of bums me out is the online mode, unless they're adding it later, or because you have to unlock boards and characters and stuff. So
Okay.
since I've only played a couple hours, I haven't. I don't know if this will unlock later, but so far the online mode is only mini games. You can either team up with your friends or like find friends to play with or play with random people, and it's just like a round of like 5 or 10 mini games depending on what you choose, and you're just competing in mini games, and the people whoever does the best wins.
Okay.
It would, it's fun. The mini games I lost terribly because the
Because
difference
you're
is
garbage at all games.
well, the difference is with the online, when you're playing the board game, when you go to a mini game, at that beginning, it shows the screen where it shows the objective and the controls, and you can kind of like test it out before you actually play. On the online, it just throws you into the mini game. So if
Gotcha.
you've never played that mini game, you have like, you just kind of have to figure it
It's a
out.
good way to practice, though. If you're trying to get competitive against your actual friends, then you just queue up for multiplayer.
Yeah, for sure. Except for I was like, I wish I played these games before I got into multiplayer.
It's a
'cause
mystery.
yeah, I'm like trying to figure it out, and they're just like kicking my ass. But also, I think it would be fun to be able to online play the board game half of it.
One of my favorite things, I think it was Mario Party 4 or 5, where if too
How
many
do you
people
tell the
landed on
difference between them?
the red square, then would you play the Bowser game? That Bowser would just screw you over.
Mhm.
It
Yeah,
was so
you
awesome.
always lose all your coins. I don't
Yeah.
know. Mario Party is not one of my favorites. I'm terrible.
Where's
at
your
video
competitive
games.
side, man?
Yeah, I just I don't know.
He's competitive in the like typical, like what do you say, casual gamer respect.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tommy's
I
our
don't know.
casual gamer.
I am very much a casual game. That's why I'm taking the lead on the Shadow of the Tomb Raider tonight. So, all right, you guys got anything else for quick bites?
No,
No,
All
we're
right,
good.
cool. Well, let's go ahead and move into the main course. Main course.
We need to get a soundboard. Chuckles said that and buy a soundboard so Steve can sound engineer it. I don't know.
Or
So-
you could just send me the sound clips and I can play them, and then that way the stream hears them.
That's right. It's good. Whatever.
Yeah.
It all works.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Anyways,
Yeah. All right. So we've got.
Well, I would
the-
say first off that this isn't. I wouldn't consider this a casual game.
no.
it's no.
No,
So-
and
Has blood in it, bro.
Yeah, and booty. That's why I've left it up there on
Call
the
of Duty
screen.
is a casual game with blood. I'm just
True.
saying it's.
Listen, they pop that butt
So much.
so
Look
much.
at Tommy's
I know.
frozen screen
But
right there.
what some of the cutscenes though, it's on purpose, man. They're doing it on purpose.
And especially in polygon mode.
I have not tried polygon mode, but
Do it. Right now.
so I don't know how to do it.
You have to go to a campsite and like change your.
I haven't been to a campsite
Oh,
yet.
okay. Maybe that's
So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play through Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and Rickus and Toby are going to kind of narrate / give a review about the game, and then at some point, probably when I finish this mission, we'll go ahead and wrap up and discuss some of our favorite things. So, you guys about ready for me to dive in?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, and heads up to anybody watching or listening, this is a non-spoiler review. If you're watching the Twitch stream, obviously whatever he's playing is a spoiler if you haven't played the game, but we're not going to discuss the story beyond what you're seeing on the screen here for the listeners. We're not going to go in depth on any plot details.
Okay, I know where he's at now. I just saw now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, real quick,
feel free to listen.
for those of you watching, this is if you're outside and you yell, "There's a bee." This is what Ricky does.
He's not lying. If I even think it's a bee, maybe a moth, I'm freaking out.
Check me out.
Tommy calls it the bee shuffle.
All right.
That's true.
So that was my first.
Yeah. So for the review, I'm going to go ahead and moderate. We'll just I'm going to hit on certain talking points, and we'll just kind of discuss them as Tommy plays.
It was on purpose.
And I think it'll be funny to notice how Tommy has no ability to multitask. So during this review, you'll notice his input being very little.
Yes, so just be mindful of that.
Yes.
We don't want him to talk. He didn't hit square. He didn't hit. They did. Okay, they did. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
So we
Boom.
know Tommy's playing it right now for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only got through the intro here, so he's very, very early on in the game. About how far did you get through, Rick?
I think he did about 6.
Okay, so you got a solid chunk in
Yeah,
it.
I didn't get the ending. I
Ooh.
think
I almost hit the wrong
I
button
didn't
there.
do any, side quests, or I did maybe 1 or 2, but I just story
We're
mode.
going down.
Okay, well for me, I
Yay.
haven't beat the game yet either because with these games I'm a total completionist.
Yeah.
So I've been doing every single crypt and tomb there's some that I can't
Sup,
that I have to go
girl?
back to, but I've been collecting and doing everything I can. So I think I'm in. If you notice that the world, it's like there's certain linear parts and then they open up.
Oh
to different.
no!
I'm on like the 3rd city. So.
Gotcha. Well, right now you're seeing Tommy use the grapple, which I didn't play much of the first 2, and so I don't remember. I don't think the
How do I
grapple.
hold on?
But to me, I felt the grapple was a good thing because it adds verticality to all the levels.
The grapple was in the second one.
Was it?
In the first one, all she had was the ice picks.
Okay.
And then in the second one, they added the rope to be able to go up and down the grapple rope.
But was it as fluid as this? This one's like you can do it like while jumping. Okay.
Which is actually funny.
Yeah.
For this one. But we'll talk about that more. I first wanted to start off with just the obvious. Let's talk visuals and graphics.
Yeah.
'Cause
Now,
that's the first thing you see in a game.
don't judge this right here because Swags is doing a remote play, so he's getting it fed through his Xbox, going to his PC, then to you, and so.
And correction, he's on a PlayStation, so he doesn't even
Oh,
have
yeah,
that
sorry.
beefy visuals
You're
of the
right.
One
Yeah.
X.
So you had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yes.
But anyways, the game is beautiful. I played your.
It's a skull.
It's on the Xbox. I thought the visuals, the tunes were like sometimes I felt claustrophobic because that's how
shit.
realistic they were.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I loved it. Like, look at the scenery right here, where she's skull and everything. The water looks awesome. So, just visuals. I was taken away.
Oh yeah. I hesitate to say this because this is probably the first current gen game I've played on my One X. You know, the One X is pretty new to me. I have like Battlefront 2, and I have a lot of current gen games, but I've beat them already and haven't gone back to them.
Yeah.
So as far as like playing games that would really take advantage of the 4K on a One X, this is the first game I've played. So obviously this is going to look better than the Xbox games I've played.
Yeah, for me, I didn't feel like I was wanting. Like, I felt that this was beefy graphics, even when I didn't have that extra graphics bump either.
Right. Well, what I was going to say is this is literally the best looking game I've ever played. And I would say that it looks better to me than even God of War, but with the caveat that God of War I just played on a regular
It's a
PS4.
rat.
I didn't have the Pro.
So
That's why I'm saying for a comparison, I don't know if it's necessarily fair since I'm playing this on a One X to compare
I
it
see what you're saying.
to God of War. But I mean, which is also a visually striking game, but this one just all the details, the shadowing.
Mhm.
Nothing looks grainy.
Well-
Like I hate that with new games. How they make the textures look speckly and grainy. Like
Yeah.
everything looks smooth. Like cloth looks like cloth. so
Scrambled.
that material.
So what's up
The
with the
physics
Spidey
in it.
sense though? Like,
It's called survival instinct.
oh,
You
basically.
can.
Ew,
It's basically to help
rats.
noobs like you solve puzzles.
And don't forget, you're on easy mode, bro.
Yeah,
No, I'm
and-
on normal. I didn't put on easy.
Is this place?
Whatever the default one was.
Which that is a cool thing about this game that I really liked is it reminded me of the old Silent Hill and Resident Evil games where you could change different difficulties.
difficulty.
So like you could make like this one gives you the choice for combat. You can choose the difficulty of combat. You can choose the
Right.
difficulty for puzzles, and you can choose the difficulty for exploration. Like they have an option which I did. Like I like to keep combat at normal, but when it comes to puzzles, I really like to
Yep.
have the challenge.
You did the same thing I did.
Yeah, so puzzles hard, but then you can turn off. So you know, like in God of War,
Mhm.
like all the ledges you can jump off on has like the bird poop or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
I know
the
what you're talking
paint.
about. Mhm.
You can remove those in this game. So like I turned that off, so there's no like indication of like
Where to
where
go.
I'm supposed to go next.
Right. Okay.
I just kind of have to figure that out, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, the game's visuals are amazing. Since we're talking about that, I think I'm going to jump ahead. I had this later, but
Yeah, you
the
guys like
photo
that
modes.
ass?
you play
Yeah.
around with that.
I didn't play with it.
Wow,
I
it's an eel!
But I think it's a really cool, neat feature that they have in there.
Yeah, I really
there's
like.
bones
I've taken
everywhere.
a few photos. I've played some other games where you can do that. It is cool that you can kind of like shift the camera, add filters.
Oh man, that's
Got-
super
got hit
dangerous.
by a
Yeah.
electric eel.
But that's the thing about this game. It's like it's a survival / action RPG, but it felt more like almost like horror to me. So it sounds like
Sometimes,
yeah,
yeah,
like
like that
crypt, yeah.
eel is
Yeah.
creepy. But the cool thing about the photo
Ah,
mode,
it's eating me.
is you can stop it. You can stop it or like pause or whatever, or to go into photo mode.
Am I still
Like
in the
with
water?
Tommy eating the eel, you can adjust the camera, and in photo mode, you can change the expression on her face.
really.
So it's funny. So like if she's like about to die, you can put a smile on her face or make it look real hilarious because
Mm,
she's getting eaten by an eel. Or
the
whatever.
visuals when she gets caught by a trap. Oh my god!
Oh,
it was so
dude,
brutal.
gory. It's so brutal when
so
she dies.
brutal.
Sometimes, like this scene with Tommy going through.
I don't know. Am I
the small
supposed to smash the
crevices and
button?
finding such-
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have severe claustrophobia, and so like in games, like it is very unsettling how
It is.
realistic it is.
It really is.
Man. That was
Yeah,
very
I just love
terrifying.
this darker tone they've taken to these new reboots compared to the old games. Like, I kind of almost, if they make more Tomb Raiders in the future, it would be fun to go back to the old kind of camping. But you remember in like Tomb Raider 2 and 1,
Yeah.
there were like
I have
dinosaurs
to find
and
the temple to
Yep.
make
and things
this
that you.
beautiful.
So there was like supernatural stuff.
Ooh.
This one has supernatural elements, but it's more
An
grounded.
upgraded
Right.
knife.
I almost
Can't
feel like
cut
they're
through
more
braided
subtle.
ropes.
Yeah.
Like they're not in your
This is
face. at all.
garbage.
Well, it's definitely more like these new Tomb Raider series. It's more like the female Indiana Jones.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Which I love it. That's like
Mhm.
perfect. Indiana Jones is one of my favorite movies.
That looked like a trap to me.
So let's move on to story.
Story.
And
Okay.
we'll just how did you feel about the story so far?
Well,
Rick?
I'm enjoying it. She's got this
Jonah,
obsession.
I made it.
Like
Mhm.
she's got this weight. Like she has to complete her missions, and she's always driven to this like obsession where it's almost to the point where like, hey, you're kind of crazy right now. You need to slow down.
I can
So
tell.
I'm
It's
feeling
causing
it, and I think
troubles.
what's also
It's a
bringing it out too
pyramid.
is
I'm gonna get to the top.
actress.
Mhm.
She's doing a real good
Oh,
job.
man.
I believe that she's like this person who needs to complete these missions. So I'm enjoying it. And the person what's the
No.
Yeah, her friend.
Her friend, like infinitely in the friend zone friend.
yeah that
Yeah.
guy. But yeah, he doesn't. I mean,
That's a dub. Tommy makes a good
but
point.
even he just like put him off the side. He's even a great. I mean, he's a great support character, and like
He
adds
is
to the
like her
story.
ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the one that when she's just going off the rails and losing her mind, he just brings her
yeah.
back.
And there's one scene where she goes, I have to do. I'm the one that has to do this. And what are you gonna do? He's like basically like I'm gonna do it all by yourself.
Yeah, why does it have to be you?
Why does it have to be you? Right.
Which is
No,
cool. I
jump.
like that depth
Damn it!
of
Jump.
character. That she feels a responsibility and she wants to do good and take care of these things, but she has to realize she is just one person, and she doesn't owe the world anything. Like she's not owed anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
and through her, it's like right at the very beginning, like the whole, I guess the plot. No, I don't know how to word it to ruin the story.
I
Just
don't know.
from the beginning, the setup is that there's this relic.
I got hardwood.
And it's gonna cause all these natural disasters that will rebuild the world. But the reason it was triggered was because she took the knife. But the reason she took it was so that
The Trinity didn't get it.
Trinity didn't get it. But it was still like, if you think about it, all of this is her fault
Yep.
because she found it first. Trinity may have never found it.
Yeah, and in fact, they were searching in, and I guess that's another plot point. I can't say it, but
Yeah.
anyways, either way, the story is
Good.
awesome.
There are
The
platforms that can
characters
help
are
you
very
to talk.
believable. The emotion is there. It's a good ride.
I'm much more involved in this story than I was in Rise. I think the first one was still my favorite, just because of the reinventing of this character.
To raise that
But
bar
this
somehow.
one, I think, has a much stronger story than the last.
Oh
one.
yeah, for sure.
Let's
Oh, I get it. I get it. I gotta
And
pull
I'm not
this
sure-
back.
Notice how he used his survival
Do
instinct.
you have sound as one of the categories? If not, I would like to mention this.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and add that in there right now.
I think the score it was really awesome, and it's like and it was very climactic. It had and it was well done. Actually.
Yeah.
Let me just look up the guy real quick.
Oh no! Run! No! You didn't run.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
maybe I
the
can get
mix
up
of
there,
like
okay.
tribal
Yep,
with
that's what I'm saying. I loved it.
cinematic tension. Not only just the music, but the sound design.
Yeah, good call. Yeah.
They did such a good job with the sound effects. Like, you know, a lot of times you'll play a game and the sound doesn't really match the visual. But I think
Yeah, found gold.
the sound effects in this game really make it believable. And like she chops into a wall and pulls
Yeah.
the rock out, it sounds like big rocks.
The
It
attention
gives
to
it
detail.
weight.
Yep.
It gives it weight,
It
realism.
does. It really does.
The composer's
Whoa!
name is Brian
Whoa!
D'Oliveira.
No!
Or
Jump!
D'Oliveira. But he did. He actually also did the
oh,
music for
man.
Resident Evil 7.
That looks
And,
dangerous.
I really like that game. He did Tearaway a little bit.
Okay, so this guy's been around. Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't done a ton of stuff.
Ah! I made it.
He
I
has
didn't
done
die.
quite a few heavy hitters there. So
I'd like to remind you that when people are demoing game, they don't make sounds.
Well, I make sounds, damn it.
You ever notice that when we're watching people do at E3, they don't actually make sound. They play while other people
Oh, is this E3, bitch?
talk. Ooh.
well, you know, Tommy, it's kind of like
He
you
needs
know
to
how
do
like people, yeah, he needs to make sound effects to be able to game. You know, like when somebody's playing a driving game and they kind of like lean into the turns, even though it does.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Um.
One stay next to
Yeah,
a
I'm glad you
post.
pointed out. Love the music.
Yeah.
So let's go
Luso
ahead and
Road
dive into
is
the gameplay.
Okay.
So you mentioned the grapple earlier. Let's
Yeah.
start with like traversal.
I mean, the grapple, just watching him play this level in the beginning here adds to the level. You're not just like spiraling upward. You can grapple. You're climbing walls. So I love the grapple. It's a great feature. I'm really glad they added it.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad they didn't go super realistic on that because
they
it
could've.
does
It says,
it
when
does
standing
make
next to a
it
post,
a lot more fun.
loose a
Because
rope
I think
arrow
that's the
at a
balance
distant
of video
coil.
games. It's
Oh,
like,
where's the other
you
one?
want to make things realistic, but at the same time, it's got to be fun.
Mhm.
But the idea that she has infinite rope
Yeah.
and you can run and just like throw a grapple up, or it's like she's wearing shoes and then jumps and it
Yeah.
really switches to rock
this-
climbing shoes.
It's
You
the
know,
same reason how in just about every game where a guy has a sword and somehow it just attaches to his back. Like, what's keeping it up?
Yeah.
Nothing.
it's a magnet.
It's a magnet.
He just put his back there. But yeah, the climbing,
Ooh, I got a skill point.
and just
I have to
love,
upgrade
like,
at base camps. I can't just upgrade.
No, you can only craft at base camps.
Right.
Oh, come on.
But the exploration is really key,
Yeah.
especially when
You
talk
actually
about
feel
tombs.
like you're tomb raiding. That's what's cool about it.
Yeah, well, because if the puzzle, I mean, that's a big part of the puzzle aspect,
Mhm.
especially for the tombs and crypts, is it's not so much like in Resident Evil where you gotta solve a riddle or
Here we
you know,
go.
there's a little bit of like puzzle piece stuff, but for the most part, it's like, how do I get from here to there?
Yeah.
And so it's cool to just like look at the walls, find the cracks, find the ledges.
Yeah, so I want to spoil anything, but some of those puzzles, they're not the same. When you go to a puzzle, and each different puzzle you go to, it's not that like you solve one puzzle, you solve all. They're all completely different. It's really cool.
It's either they're using water, weights, pulley systems, like different things, and the reward, it's not just a dumb reward for completing these challenges either. It helps give you upgrades that you couldn't unlock without solving the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm
or
winding
your armor
nothing.
stats.
What's also cool about the gameplay here is, see, I briefly played the first two, not as much as I played this one, but this one, I think, if correct me if I'm wrong, they put more of an emphasis on stealth. So you're not, there's not many gunfights, and when there is there interaction between other players, or not players, but NPCs, you're really having to puzzle out how do I take them out. Well, you know, it's because you get felled within hits.
Yeah, for sure. And that goes into combat. I like that you segued us into that. Yeah, I think that's my biggest selling point in this game, for me at least.
Sam Fisher?
Yeah, that's totally it. I mean, this is totally scratching my Splinter Cell itch. I love stealth games. It's not quite as, you know, hardcore stealth game as like Splinter Cell or Hitman, but they did really put a strong emphasis on that, and it's really scratching that itch for me while I wait for Ubisoft to get off their ass and make another Splinter Cell. But the thing is it's cool is that they give you options though. I mean, there's machine guns, shotguns, there's weapons that if you just want to like run in and blast everyone away, you can totally do that in this game. You have options. And the skill trees divide up, so you kind of have your exploration skills, your combat skills, and stealth skills. But like you said, I do think they really put an emphasis on stealth. They kind of are wanting you to play that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's why she had such a like low health bars. Like you just get hit, die in like 2 hits.
Well, and it's a little bit more realistic too, because I mean, this isn't just because she's a girl. But the reality is anybody, one person's not going to take on
A military
20 people all at once, just like in a firefight.
Yeah.
The odds are low. So I think if it was a scenario, the stealth approach makes sense, because then it's just a one-on-one encounter. You're increasing your odds. But I noticed it's like even in
How do I turn the cart?
It helps with stealth.
Oh my gosh, Tommy, you put the pulley on the on that right there, and you put the then you shoot it down there.
You see the rope next to your right.
Yeah, to the right. Yeah, to the right. To the right. To the right. To the right.
He's 8 seconds.
That's right. You're right.
So I might be at it.
Yeah, that's it right
so
there.
So you gotta connect the rope from the spindle down below up to the pulley up top and turn the cart.
Yes. And then when you're done with that, you put the rope on the cart, pull up, and then so it gets
and
a
then
little,
cut it.
little bit of speed.
So they even went to the lengths. They made it much heavier. the first and second one had stealth elements, but they really made it heavy in this one. I love that they threw like the predator in there. You can now put mud on yourself and like get in the bushes and be even more hidden.
That's really cool.
That cracks me up.
No, the
That one's gone.
one thing I would critique on this game is I didn't enjoy
Oops.
hand-to-hand combat. I thought that was kind of I hate to say the word clunky, but it's not really clunky. It just didn't feel smooth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would critique on the combat. I mean, that's really the only negative thing I have about this. Actually, two negative things, but one is the hand-to-hand combat. I did not like at all. But we'll talk about the other part when I get to it.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell you that because I haven't really experienced it.
Yeah,
because playing stealth, if they spot me and come at me, I usually restart checkpoint.
And that's what made me stick to stealth 100% because like I'm not doing this anymore. So I'm just gonna restart the checkpoint.
With those certain characters that I won't mention, but you can't really stealth them. I'm just using weapons, so I try to use only my bow on them. But if I have to, I use a machine gun. So yeah, I haven't really personally encountered any hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, but the stealth kills are a lot of fun. Like up in the tree, I like stringing them up like Spider-Man kind of.
It's almost like a Rambo because you like Rambo with the bow and everything.
Yeah. And you can mark multiple targets.
Yeah, I did
Now
it.
this is for lush jungle too. They give you a lot more opportunity to hide in the bushes and kind of like creep out.
I think we've been neglecting our Twitch chat. Is there anything that we should mention? Let me look it up here.
No.
Can you view that?
It's Teach. Let's see. Shoot. Now he was helping Tommy out.
Oh, yeah. Tommy needs a lot of help.
Tommy needs help with everything.
Whoa.
No.
Why is it not? Stream chat showing offline for me.
Unbelievable. Anyways, continue.
Well,
sir.
Yeah. So I haven't been able to see
Now that
stream
you're
chat.
playing and we're talking about gameplay, how are you feeling about the gameplay so far?
It's pretty smooth. Some of the stuff has been a little clunky feeling, but not bad.
Is that clunky or is it user error?
That's
you're about to
clunky.
come up to once you complete this part here, you're gonna come up to where you do some actually fighting against enemies. So I'd like to see your opinion on that.
Well,
Okay,
I
maybe
gotta figure out how to get back to where I was going.
You have to lift that platform.
You are really bad at puzzles. I swear.
I forgot where I was going, man.
You help. This is a tutorial puzzle, and he's like, I don't know.
Hey, man, I figured it out.
He figured it out.
Yeah, with our help, we told you what to do.
But we'll come back to combat for Tommy once he gets there. But
Oh no! I died.
I do have to say too. I feel like there's a lot now. I don't know if this is actually how it is, or if it's because I'm a completionist. I'm doing all this side stuff and puzzles, not going straight through the story.
I didn't know where to go.
But I feel like there's a lot less combat. In
How
this
do you
game.
How do you jump on a ledge?
I'm not getting like that. I like that.
Damn it! I died again.
Tomb Raider should be puzzled. I do love the stealth, but it should be something. Combat should be secondary puzzles.
Right. No, I didn't have a problem with it.
Oh, okay.
I was just kind of. I wanted your opinion because I've been doing so much of the side stuff.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was changing the pacing of it.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
if you had just gone through the story, does it seem like the combat is more regular?
I know. To me, it feels like it's I feel like I'm doing more tomb raiding, searching, exploration, and then it's sprinkled in here and there. You get fights. Now the few side missions that I did do, there was like go fetch missions and also like clear the area.
Sup,
I
howdy.
didn't really care for those.
Yeah.
That was my other negative point where those two things where the first I told you about was the hand-to-hand combat and the little side missions I didn't care for. didn't give me an incentive.
Right.
So those were my only two negative points. But other than that, I really enjoyed the game.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna just ask what your second one was, because I feel like we already hit on puzzles. We already hit on photo mode. So I guess
The crypts and oh man, they're so cool. I mean, I love the puzzles. I think they did a good job of balancing the game with not too much combat, puzzles, good scenery, music, everything. It was all fired on all cylinders.
So yeah, let's definitely we'll kind of do our final thoughts, then get to Tommy.
He's about
as he gets further.
If we could stall for like one more minute, he's about to come up to some combat, so we can see what he likes. I mean,
because yeah, I agree with you. I think that was my only negative with this game, and it wasn't even really a big deal. Was the side missions?
Yeah, that doesn't, because you don't need to play them. So I mean, everything else was perfect. The side missions didn't make me care enough. But I mean, as long as I didn't have
she can do the puzzles super easy.
So I can just skip it.
Yeah, all the
But she's smart,
collecting
Tommy, shut
stuff.
up.
I like all the.
Me too.
I'm fine with like all the collecting, the little things, the loot, trying to find all the things that you shoot out of the tree, and like technically crypts are side missions, and there's tombs that are challenges, side missions. All of that I liked. Yeah, it was literally just the go talk to a person side missions where they're like, "Hey,
don't touch it."
Oh, or can you go?
Always a bad idea to steal
it's
shit.
Just in the town, and it's just simple, yeah, and it doesn't add a whole lot.
What I did like was that when you're at the hidden city place, or
I think it's that first city.
yeah,
first
so
town.
that one, I did like you could talk to people, so you could more like you're in a world, not just.
Oh no, I gotta run.
Oh yeah,
The
I
boulder's
do wanna-
chasing me.
That was a cool thing I liked about this game. Is in the others, it was very
what was that?
isolated. It was either you and enemies, or you would meet
Gotta
a few
gotta loot.
like, locals or natives. So this one, there's like major cities, and in each city, there's tons of NPCs, and it looks like a thriving, living environment.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you can talk to most of them, interact with them. There's stores to buy things from and trade. So that was really cool. I'm glad that they added that and made
Hide!
it a lived-in environment.
Yep. I overall, I mean, I think this game hit on great acting, great plot, great graphics.
Yeah.
Great
Sick
sound,
it.
fun stealth mode mechanics. Love puzzles. So I mean, it had all. I mean, it's more of a realistic version of Zelda if you think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
I can loot bodies.
Aside from well, I guess that even kind of has that because there's certain tunes you can't get into without certain equipment that you unlock later.
Yeah.
So it does have that aspect.
Yeah. In fact, I need game developers not to give us an option. Just give everybody a bow, and that's all we need ever.
Yeah, I always choose bow.
Me too.
Like in Far Cry. It's
Yeah,
like, I'm
exactly.
just taking the bow.
Just taking the bow. You don't need anything else. You know, just the quiverful arrows.
Exactly.
So, yep, this is the first area where you do the combat. You get to learn a little bit.
Tommy got one stealth kill there.
You did.
He's using a lot of the instincts there.
Right, yep.
It's very quick to click that and have it help.
Yes. I need all of my instincts.
Hmm.
Loot.
You said this was Ubisoft Montreal that made it?
No, this is actually, it was originally IDOS, and then Crystal Dynamics. Like, IDOS created Tomb Raider. They're the ones that made
Go
the
check that
originals.
shit out.
Okay.
Bitch.
Then Crystal Dynamics did the reboots, but they only did the first and second one. This one is actually
Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Cut your ass.
which is cool.
Oh,
'cause,
you know what? I knew that one. I knew that was great. I don't know why. I remember the E3.
Yeah, and that's probably too why Laura has a little different shape to her face. If you notice the Laura in this game as opposed to Tomb Raider
You would
and
know better than I
Rise.
would, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think she looked cool, good still.
Yeah, no, I mean she looks fine, and it's not that drastic. But if you look in the first two, Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, she had kind of like a harsher jawline,
Mm,
and then this one, since it's a different development team, Square Enix, she's a little softer in the face.
Dropping bodies over
Which
here.
at first I was just like, that's kind of weird because she's supposed to be this rugged badass. But as the game has progressed, it doesn't bother me, and it's fitting.
Yeah.
I mean, the mocap's awesome. So
Yeah.
it's like her facial expressions and the animations are amazing.
So while he's doing his first combat, are we gonna give our rating now?
Yeah, I think so. Tommy is
Fuck
pretty
you.
irrelevant as far as ratings go. Just because
Luke.
he's, as you can see, he's like only like 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think he can give an actual
Yeah,
review.
you could say his first impression.
Yeah.
So
So
Suck
let's
that.
have Tommy go first then. So Tommy, what's playing as much as you have? What's your first?
So far it's pretty good. I did miss the shit to like to distract him, so it wasn't a full stealth kill, but I still got
Good talk.
still got some stuff.
We
still-
missed all that because in typical fashion, whenever Tommy puts his input, Zoom like glitches out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the combat has been fun so far. I mean, the game absolutely looks incredible. Lots of sneaky action. The stealth kills are very satisfying.
Yeah, stealth kills
Yeah.
are. definitely are.
I think I just pissed some people off. Yep, yeah. There's a helicopter now. So, if I learned one thing from watching people play this is I gotta shoot red barrels and kill shit. So
That is an option.
That's if video games ever taught us anything, always shoot something that's
always. I got
Yeah.
ammo. I don't have a gun though. Molotov cocktail. Oh no, they threw a Molotov at me.
So, anyways,
Oh shit, where'd I get a gun?
Yeah.
Didn't have it. Check your scroll wheel, bro. But anyways, for me, I would give it, if I could give it between a hot sauce and sauce, I would.
Suck that.
So the hot sauce.
Awesome. So you're gonna make up a rating for this game.
It's flazing, bro.
Because I'm not doing blazes. I'm not. It's just.
Oh, I got shot and killed.
not
I got
coming,
killed.
Okay. So yeah.
Um,
So because we have 5 sauces, right?
Yeah.
So
shit.
I would give it a 4.5 sauce.
You give it a
I'll-
4.5
because
sauce?
I love this game so much. I'll let that slide.
Yeah.
Normally that would not slide. You'd have to pick.
Oh shit.
Well, I can't give it perfect because I did have 2 negative points, and so I would give it a hot sauce.
Okay, that's fair. For
My bush
me,
is on fire.
I think because of my love of stealth games and how much I'm enjoying that,
Ah!
I love
No,
this.
I got shot in the stomach or the
fact
boob.
that it's the best looking sounding game I've played in a long time. I'm having so much fun with it. This is honestly my first ever awesome sauce.
Oh, really? You're giving an awesome sauce
I,
for it?
I have never given an awesome sauce
we
on the
need
show.
to replay some footage.
Yeah, I've never given.
Huh, huh.
Perfect
Ricky
score.
Shuffle. Ricky Shuffle.
Technically, it's not perfect. It's just like that. I've never given the highest score
Oh.
to any game that we've rated.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry, Tommy. We're trying to talk here, and you're just really. You please calm down.
I told you it's this crutch for combat.
Oh my god.
And in fact, I'm gonna go on to say that not only do I think it's an awesome sauce, I think this is one of those franchises that gets overlooked every year. And people like to say, I hear a lot in comments. They're like, "Oh, well, you know, it's a great game, but it's disadvantaged because it's sandwiched in
ammo.
between other great games." And it's like, yeah, we got a lot of great games.
Got a shotgun?
But why can't you say that?
Yeah,
the other game's sandwiched between Tomb Raider
I get
and
it.
Odyssey, you know, or whatever.
I think in terms of sales though, as far as it's Tomb Raider is well known. It just I don't know.
It's not as big of a franchise,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I think it's, to me, this game is a Game of the Year contender, in
I can
my
see that.
opinion. But I just think it gets overlooked a lot, and in this year it's tough because it came out after Spider-Man, before Red Dead, before Odyssey. You know, a lot of big games are coming out,
Mhm.
but I think it's unfortunate that
I think it'll
getting
be
it
at
overlooked.
least 2018. It's definitely going to be in the top 10 at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my personal opinion, it's one of my game of the year picks for this year for sure, and it's my first awesome sauce. So I really enjoy the game. If you listeners and viewers like Tomb Raider, um, the new ones I would say because it's different than the
Yeah.
old ones.
I mean,
Definitely
I would
pick it up.
definitely say like Square Enix really stepped up their game when they took over
they
this.
published it. They didn't make it.
Whatever. It's
No, I
still
think
their
they
name on
developed
it.
it.
I don't think they developed it. You just said Crystal Dynamics.
No, Crystal Dynamics did the first and second one.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
So Square Enix did this one. That's why I like she looks different.
Not me. There you got me confused. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
what's the
So,
next segment?
I would go ahead. I'd give this one a hot sauce. It's been pretty cool so far. It's
Didn't we just say
What?
Tommy
You
can't review
cannot
that?
review.
yeah.
This is the tutorial.
20
still.
minutes.
Who cares?
You're in the tutorial still.
I can. It's an opinion, and that's my opinion. Damn it. Am I almost done with this mission? To where I
Your
can-
first impressions are a hot sauce.
yeah. I just got my ass kicked again. So.
Well, I'll allow you to review it since you gave it a hot sauce.
Oh,
If you gave it less than your
Biased
your
a bit.
review would be stricken.
He's biased.
it's flazing, man.
Yeah. What does it say?
I was right. They're the publisher, Crystal Dynamics.
They still developed it,
Yeah, still developed it.
What?
IDOS, or was it IDOS did it again?
Either way, I mean, they probably helped. Crystal Dynamics.
Well, those are the guys who did like the Deus Ex games and stuff, right?
I think so.
IDOS did like
I thought they did Revolution or whatever.
they did Thief.
They did a lot of Warcraft stuff.
Yeah, IDOS did the original Tomb Raider. I thought I was told that this one was a different developer than the first two of the.
Maybe they
reboots.
have partnership because it looked like they partnered with, in terms of developing.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But yeah, but the
but yeah, maybe being published by Square Enix, it had a hand in some of the stuff.
Perhaps. No, I've been really enjoying it so far. Definitely like it better than the movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely. I mean, let's just not talk.
although it's just like, I did all this hard ass work and now the bad guys get all the credit.
Are they though?
So I feel like I'm gonna have to like work extra hard to prove myself to beat them later.
Oh, okay.
Well, all right. Well, we had two hots and an awesome. Thomas, if you want to hit pause there, we can go ahead and jump into our next segment.
Hold on. Oh. Yeah, that's sexy dirty face for us right there. So that's what everyone's gonna look at, just like the disappointment in her eyes because she looked at Steve.
And Tommy's just giving you more and more edits.
Yeah. Why? Google it.
All right. Well, Overwatch
So-
updates with
Rickus! That was fun though. I really enjoyed that. We need to do this again.
I think next time we should just mute you because you
No.
actually add nothing but yelling while we're trying to review.
It
It's gonna be
adds
distracting.
hype,
It
bro.
does not add hype.
It adds hype.
I think we need to do this with Mario Party, but just do like a playthrough / review, and then we're all like gaming and commenting.
We could do that. I mean, we'll be all three of us together in Atlanta.
Yeah,
So
that
we,
is
Whoa.
possible.
We do that.
It sounds
But anyways,
like a terrible
for the
idea.
Overwatch updates, yesterday we had so 2 days ago, we got the Halloween update, same game as the 2 years previously.
Drunkenstein.
Yeah, Junkenstein's Revenge. So, but we got tons of new skins. We got Moira. She looks like a banshee. Looks really cool. I think my favorite one right now is going to be Hammond. He looks like a giant pumpkin and an evil hamster.
It's pretty
Looks really
funny.
cool. It is. Who else is it?
Slasher 76, bro.
Slasher 76. You got Doomfish. I'm gonna call him Doomfish. He looks like a fish. He's really a swamp monster.
Nice.
And then and then they got some new sprays and everything. So obviously it's limited. So you have until the 31st of October to get all this stuff. You get if you pre-order or buy a virtual ticket to BlizzCon, you get a Demon Hunter Sombra.
which
So
is really super awesome.
it looks really cool.
There's crazy 2 Sombra outfits back to back.
That's why I said I'm buying the Blizz ticket, so you don't have to. And
Oh, okay.
so,
Yeah, I don't really play Sombra though.
okay, that's fine. I just want to collect it. And also, so that's it for like the. Oh, Torb got a rework. So
Yeah, he did.
He did. So it's live now. So if you play Torb, he drops his turret at level 2 automatically, but they don't have levels anymore. It's just that you will know it as level 2.
You don't have to build it up.
Right, you don't have to build it up anymore. He has, on Hammond, he can, when he's in a group of people, he can steal shields, or not steal shields, but gain shields.
Yeah.
But Torb is pretty much the same, but he doesn't need people around him. He gets he goes on molten core mode, and he gets like a ton of shields, but it lasts for like 3 or 4 seconds. His gun is like, I think 10 damage stronger. He gets one from 60 to 70, and then his ult, he shoots out lava. So
it's
like
literally lava jizz.
Like it basically, for if there's kids watching, we're just
Google what jizz is if you don't know what it means.
Okay, whatever.
That's jizz with an STD.
Yeah, So, but what happens is it does more damage to people who have armor, and it lasts. It will stay on the ground for like 10 seconds.
Like maze freeze, sort of.
Yeah, like maze freeze. Exactly. Yeah. And so that's it for the actual game. But for the Overwatch League, for season 2, they have added 6 new teams. All right, let me see. Yeah, it looks like about 6. Some are not confirmed. But we have Canada teams, Toronto and Vancouver. Then we have 4 new China teams. 2 of those are rumored.
Damn.
Yep, and then Paris, Atlanta.
Well, at least one of the China teams will have to win.
Yeah, really. And then Washington D.C. is the last United States team.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I'm hoping they start spreading out where they can play games, because
I know.
living in Atlanta,
Yeah,
they might have to be my number 3 team.
Yep, number 3. But right now, those teams don't have names or skin colors yet. I'm sure as we get. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they're holding that information until BlizzCon. I mean, it's just more content they can show at BlizzCon.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised. And I think that's it for the Overwatch update. You guys think I missed anything, or do you know if I missed anything?
You missed their announcement that Overwatch is going to be no longer online starting 2019. This is the last year you can play.
Net neutrality's done.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, sweet. So let's move on to the snack of the week. Boom, boom, boom. So, guys, I have a very, very special snack this evening.
I'm just waiting for
It is honey barbecue wings.
I quit.
I'm just kidding.
I'm out of here.
It's not really wings.
it.
All right. Now that the weak link is out of the picture, let's talk real snacks. Oh, he's back. Well, he doesn't have his earbuds in, so he doesn't know what I said about him. Wow, we're so happy to have you back, Toby. Man, I didn't say anything terrible about you. No, I had tonight some barbecue pork rinds with, I don't know, I've been on a pork rind kick.
Yeah,
You've
you,
been on a barbecue kick.
you brought
Yeah.
pork rinds while you were here.
I know.
And we did that,
But I also made the Schwarzbach secret dip.
For pork rinds?
Yeah, it actually goes really well. I was kind of surprised.
Did you do the pork rind challenge?
No, what's that?
what's that?
So I have never been a fan of pork rinds, and I think it was only because I've tried the ones that are like in a gas station bag, you know, like a chip bag, and they taste terrible, like garbage.
Yeah.
But we went to this bar in West Nashville called Publicity, and they had like fresh homemade pork rinds, and my friend was like, dude, you just got to try them. And I tried it. It was actually pretty decent. He's like, okay, here's the pork rind challenge. And he had a decibel meter on his phone, which what that is it reads like how loud for audio, like how loud something is.
Mhm.
So he puts the phone in the middle of the room, and we each take turns biting into one and crunching, and whoever has the loudest crunch, like,
Unbelievable.
So that's just a made-up game.
I was up to 80 something decibels. It was crazy. My crunch was so loud. It was like
It's crunch. It's unbelievable.
That crunch was
that's a nice pork
amazing.
rind crunch.
Crunch over 9,000.
Was it Flaisin flavored?
Nah, well, they had like this barbecue sauce you dip them in.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the fresh pork rinds are super good. But yeah, no, there are definitely some like branded ones at the store that taste like garbage. So there's not very many that I like. But the Kroger brand one's pretty good, actually.
So where did you get these pork rinds? Did you make
Kroger.
them? Or...
No, these are from Kroger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like bagged or fresh?
Yeah, bagged.
Oh.
Not too bad. They're very soft. They're not stale and gross like some
What's
of
the
them are.
calorie count on pork rinds?
Probably a lot.
Are they really?
They're less than most
Is
chips.
it? Or-
It's 80 calories,
I
zero
just assumed 'cause
carbs,
you
zero
lose a lot of
sugars,
weight, so
and 8 grams of protein.
Which is surprising because we constantly get pictures of like fried cheese chips and
Yeah.
fried cheese squares and a snack.
It's
of the
low
week,
carb, bro. Low carb.
ribs and-
low carbs, bro.
Yeah. There's no carbs in cheese, man.
That's true.
What? Well,
Rickus, what was your snack of the week?
My snack. Oh, okay. My snack of the week is everybody knows Halloween's approaching. And
Candy corn.
I love candy corn, but no.
You're one of the few.
And I don't know. For some reason, I just
I like them too.
I don't mind it.
But the Kim bought these giant bags of Reese's peanut butter cuts.
I love that you always blame Kim.
Well,
for
I don't leave
everything.
the house. She goes out.
Ricky literally spends the rest of his life on the other side of that desk.
That's true. I don't leave this room. But she bought these Reese's peanut butter cups. They have this Reese's pieces in the middle of it, so it's like has this crunchy center, and it's been delicious. Been snacking on it all week. So
Nice.
Nice. I love some Reese's.
I was gonna mention for me the Indian food I had yesterday. That was
You've done Indian food like 8
know.
times. It's gonna
It
be like
definitely
your
has not
version
been
of
8
wings.
times. It definitely has not been 8 times.
good.
But I'm not even doing it tonight because now that you mentioned that, I'm gonna go with my sweet tooth. This week we took a little trip to DQ and had their
Ooh.
fall flavored blizzards.
What,
So I had both.
pumpkin?
No,
Yeah.
Tori and I we got and shared. One was the hot cocoa Oreo.
Ooh, that sounds
So
so
it's
good.
like
Oh,
super
man.
chocolatey with Oreo pieces. And then
Can
the
I
other
has?
one was Snickerdoodle cookie dough.
Ah,
Those
that
sound
also
good.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
So
Can you
that was
go
probably
get me
my
a
favorite. It was
Blizzard?
kind of like that cinnamon spicy Snickerdoodle flavor, but they had the little chunks of the cookie dough in there.
Mm.
I don't even know if there's a DQ around me.
Really?
I haven't seen one in forever.
You used to live by one over here, and we went like never.
I know.
And honestly, the only reason I went is my parents sent me a gift card for our anniversary.
Well, we would sometimes, as a group, go out and we would get Dairy Queen together.
That's true.
I'm grateful that Dairy Queen is not a Baskin Robbins, because then I would be there all the time.
Yeah.
The Baskin Robbins is literally like 3 minutes further away.
It's 3 more traffic lights.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not
it's
going
a
that
very
Well, and it's
inconvenient.
over the bridge, which is
Yeah,
always
that's-
backed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming my aid there, Steven.
Yeah. The soda shop is where I would go. That place was so
oh yeah,
good.
I like the soda shop too.
I don't know what that is.
Don't do it, Tom. Chuckle said.
Don't do what?
I don't know. You just
Oh.
said do it.
Probably. Why can't I see any of the chat? Like, I don't know.
I don't know, but
It's-
Chuckles said that you need to stop doing the show. You're terrible, and let me and Steven take over.
Oh, no. I loaded up the other chat. It just said
Oh.
nerd and it says don't do it, Tom. So I know you're lying. I don't know why it's not loading in OBS, though. It normally does. But-
Great. Tell everybody we have technical problems. Good job.
I don't know. So I had to load the actual website to see it. But
So-
he's probably talking about going to Dairy Queen. But I'm clearly not going to go to Dairy Queen. I'll have one near me. And you know I only do things out of convenience. So...
Gotcha.
So is it wrap up time?
Oh,
That's
is Toby drinking a roach-infected LaCroix?
That's true.
What is that? Why do you say roach infect? What does
Or
that mean?
not? Well, they're like going through a lawsuit right now for having some chemical in it that they use in roach pesticides. So
Eh, all we eat are chemicals.
I
LaCroix really isn't my go-to. It was we do
No.
click list at Kroger,
oh.
and I like bubbly, and I guess they didn't have that flavor, so they were like, substituted it for LaCroix.
Ah, I gotcha. Well, cool. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We had a great live demo by yours truly of Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I think
We
it was one
had-
of our worst.
We had some great insights about things that are coming out, some big hype for BlizzCon. I believe we just announced like an extra show that we're gonna do because you guys are gonna be here. So we're gonna all have to like buddy up in my bedroom for
Can I
BlizzCon.
preface this? I'm requesting Saturday off, so I'm like 90% sure I'm gonna be there.
You're
but
gonna
just-
get sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many sick days?
So-
do you get?
A million.
So, yeah. So no, I felt it was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and wrap
was.
up, talk about where we can find you guys, and we'll go ahead and say goodnight to the viewers.
You can find me on rickus.com, _Rickus at Twitter and Instagram. Rickus out.
It never gets old.
I know. I like the Ricketts out. I wish I had like a segue thing or.
What you could
just
do is.
You could say Toby out, but throw up 3 fingers.
relating
Oh, you
Toby.
can say Toby I, or instead of say I, say bye.
Tobai.
Toby.
Toby.
That just sounds like a name. Tobias Buchanan.
Yeah. Never
Follow me
knew.
on Instagram, Toby_TND.
Boom.
Boom.
Wow. Boom.
There's mine.
Boom.
Boom.
The Tommy Swags on the IG, but don't forget to check us out as Game Snacks Show on Twitter and Instagram, and our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/GameSnacks. And if you're watching, you haven't clicked the little heart at the top right, please do so and give us a follow. We're working on getting our affiliates, so make sure to do that. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you, and have a good night.
Good night. Happy Halloween.
Mother.
I think we're still
What?
online.
We are still on live.
Dude.
What?
You have to
We're
poop,
still
don't
live.
you? Yeah.
No.
What?
We're about to not be live.
Oh no, it's just gonna be me and sad-faced Laura Croft.
I never hit record.
God damn it, Steven.
You mother ball.
That worked last time, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the audio is shitty, but it still works.
It's alright. I saved the file, so I
Okay, you did.
recorded it, yeah.
Okay, just email it to this guy.
On
I
Zoom.
can't email. No, I'm not. I can't.
What do you mean you can't email it? Or upload to Google Drive and then.
Yeah, it'll probably have to be Google Drive. So, alright, stream. Good night. It's been
Good night, I love
fun.
you.
We
I
like
just
looking at
scratched my balls
Toby's
on air.
Toby's belly button. Yay.